What's up, guys? Your boy Southern Charm coming at you. Wanted to shoot a quick video. It's about 7:45 in the morning here in Texas. It's a good morning. Got my wake up coffee, my wake up music, Linkin Park playing in the background. I got a couple of orders that I'm putting out this morning. I want to kind of walk you through what I'm doing. I've got some veg tan leather here. As you can see, veg tan, untreated, raw, nothing to it, no backing. This is just some scrap, some skirt. But I got two different orders for some patches. A couple of local country music singers here. Been doing these for a while. So I've got Ronnie Smith, circle patch. And I've got Corey Watson, the rectangle patch. They like that veg tan leather look with the burn in. So I've got some stuff here, veg tan. I've kind of put some oil on the top because I want to protect it just a little bit. One thing I noticed when working with veg tan leather, when I throw it in the laser and burn it out, you get a lot of soot, and with it being untreated, the leather will kind of soak it in, that burn, and you get like little black specks or a little bit of smudges on the veg tan leather. I'm not a fan of it. So what I've done is put a little neat's foot oil over the top of it, kind of coat it, and that'll protect it whenever I burn it in the laser. And then once I get it out, I will take a little leather sheen, and I pick this stuff up at Hobby Lobby. Also, this is the Neat's Foot Oil. I actually bought this on Amazon. I couldn't find it at Hobby Lobby or any stores around me, so I had to order it. But this leather sheen, it's kind of like a milky substance. And what this will do is after I burn it, I don't clean it, because if you use any type of cleaner, the cleaner is going to discolor the leather since it's veg tan. Even with the Neat's Foot Oil, it'll still seep in and discolor it. So I'll take a makeup brush, makeup brush like this, dust off the soot, and then I'll take a little bit of this leather sheen and I'll wipe it over the top. And what that'll do is kind of clean off any soot that I missed with the makeup brush. But then this will coat it again, almost like a sealer, and you'll get like a little bit of a shine to that patch. And once it dries, I think it looks really great. You still retain that veg tan leather look, but then you have some protection on this leather. So whenever you put it on a hat, people are wearing it, it starts raining, etc. Your leather is protected a little bit more. So show you all my process. It's gonna be a longer video. I apologize, but stick with me and I'll show you some stuff. I got this and another order I'm working on. But here we go. Got some glue sheets. Pick these up online. So I'm going to put this on the back of this leather. I'll try to make it where you can see what I'm working on. I got you on my tripod, so it's a little bit difficult for me to carry you around. So take that glue sheet, shiny side up, dull side down. And I've got me a little cutting tray here to protect my worktop. Because as you can see, I actually wrapped all my workstations in leather. Not because I'm balling with money, but because I got a buddy that runs an upholstery shop. So I was able to get him to hook me up with a bunch of leather. So I just took it, wrapped it. And this is actually upholstery leather. So it's not good for making patches. So put it to use. Here we go. Got my little iron here. Got this thing set to 148 degrees. I'm going to crank that up a little bit. Oh, 248 degrees. There we go. So take that, and I am going to heat up the glue and get it to stick to the back of this leather. When you're doing patches, you got to have some glue. Unless you're going to stitch it, which I ain't got no stitchers yet. Eventually I will, but not today. You do want to be careful when using this iron not to stay in one spot too long, because I have burnt the leather, scorched it. It dries out. So leather has moisture in it. I mean, it is dry, but there is moisture. So if you seep out all that moisture, you're going to end up with some really stiff leather. It's not going to look good. Make sure I get all of it evenly coated, stuck down. Do a couple more passes. Yeah. All right, I think we are good. So now, got some really sharp scissors, all metal. That way I can sharpen them, keep them good to go. So I'm going to cut these out. This glue is, I don't know, like 8 by 12 sheets. Where's my tape measure? There we go. Let's see. Yep, 8 by 12. So now I'm going to cut these out. Since I have 2 separate orders for dozen patches each, I'm going to do separate panels. And I'm not going to run them at one time. I'm going separately. I swear I'm not trying to keep you guys staring at my back the whole time. After I cut them, I like to hit it one more time with this iron just to make sure the corners are good and stuck. I don't want to burn them out in the laser and then you have pieces of the glue starting to peel up. Alright, get this extra off and I'll show y'all what I got. Boom, here we go. Got a little blemish on this leather. It's all good. It shows it's natural. It's the real deal. Glue stuck to the back. And we are good. One thing that will happen whenever you put the heat to this leather, like I just did, and you get the glue to stick, once it starts to cool off, it'll start to curl a little bit. And this one actually looks like it has a couple of bubbles here, so I'm going to hit it one more time with my iron. It'll start to curl up. So sometimes if I'm doing a bunch of these, I will actually take something heavy, like a couple of books, heavy and flat, stick it on the tops of these. That way, whenever it cools down, it will stay flat. It's hard to laser something that curls up. So like this one, I'm not using it right now, so I'm going to drop it underneath my cut tray. Hopefully that'll keep it flat. Now here we go. Slap it in my laser bed. I've got some slate coasters here. I use these in the beginning to kind of make some laser burn coasters. Didn't really like them. They didn't sell too well for me, so I stopped doing it. But now I keep them to use in my laser bed to hold things down. Grab a couple of these bad boys. Yeah, let me turn this tracking off. All right, so here we go. Got the WeCreate Vista. You guys know I love this little guy. So, got the sheet in there with the slate coasters holding it down. Laser's a little dirty. It's all good. Just shows it's put in some work. All right, I'll get a little sip of this coffee real quick, guys. All right, I think we're going to start with the Ronnie Smith patch. So I got 12 of these. Anytime I'm making patches for people, I will make some extras, and I keep them in a box. That way, whenever I get more orders in for these people, I can use this as a template so I know the exact size. You can save it in your computer or save it on your laser program. I don't know. I just never do that. I just burn an extra, keep a box. I'll throw it in the laser bed and size it to proportion. So let's slap this in here and we'll do it together. Nope, you know what? I think I was going to do Corey Watson first. Let's rock with that. Let's switch it out. All right, let's do it. Got my Pac-Man and my Ghost going. Shows it's time for business. Always joke with my buddy when he comes over. He's like, "What's up, man? Let's do some work." I'm all right, man. Well, we got to turn that Pac-Man and Ghost on, dude. Let's get it. All right, so I got Corey Watson pulled over. So now my border for my template where I pulled this over is a little bit too big. So sometimes that'll cause issues in the laser bed where it'll extend beyond your work parameter. So what I do to solve that problem is I'll go over to edit image. And so it'll pull this screen up where you can take an eraser and you can erase. Now you're not erasing your artwork or your file. You could just kind of do one pass over the border and it will shrink that outside parameter in where it's right up to the edges of your artwork or your patch file. One thing I did learn is if you just go into edit image like this, and then you go over here and click confirm, boom, it automatically takes it away. So let me change my settings to leather. So my favorite one is Napa leather light brown, 2mm. And this Veg Tan leather is 2mm, so we're good there. So click 2mm. And if you get some thicker stuff, you come over here. It's got the thickness scale on the right side of the screen, and you can change that thickness. We're good to go on this. Now I'll hit refresh, so I can get an image of what's in my laser bed. So there we go. I've got my leather. I've got my patch. So now let's size this bad boy up to the template patch. All right, just drag it up. We're good there. Always run these at 100 power. So we've got 100 power, 158 speed, and 100 line density. So we're good here. Now offset. Now we've got our outside border for our cut. Click confirm. Go to cut. Now I'm going to group these together because I need 12 of these guys. Let me just zoom in, make sure we are good. We are good. All right, it's pretty big patches. What do we got on size? One, two, about 2.5, average. So now I need 12 of these patches. So I'm going to copy and paste. Hopefully I can get 12 out of this sheet, but it might not happen. No, we got the second one we did. I'm running over it. Rotate. So we got 3, 6, 9. Oh, one short. Gosh, come on, man. Really? Wonder if I can make it work. Let's see. Let's pull this guy up as far as I can. This one up. Tap it over because it is in the frame of that other patch. So close, guys. Nah, it's not going to work. I'm not going to force it. I'll just get it out of the next sheet. The circle patches usually don't take up a whole lot of room, so I'll bet I'll have enough space to make another one. What I'll do is kind of group these as tight as I can. So any remaining space, maybe I could use it for something else. But we got that blemish down here on the bottom right corner on this side. So we can't get down in there. That's maybe a bug bite or something on the cow. All right, so we're good here. So let's click start. Hour and 10 minutes, guys. That's what it's going to take. But that's the sacrifices we make. Let's do it. Send it. I got to open my window. I exhaust my laser out of my window. Every now and then I forget to do it. And starts to stink up pretty quick in my office. So here we go. Let's get this started. Shout out We Create. My favorite laser, little workhorse. Just let it fly. All right, she's going to town, buddy. I can already smell it. Woo, the leather is strong. All right, let's move on to the next project. Gonna show y'all. Got the Pro Colored Panda F13, and I have got my oven already heated up. Yeah, it is good to go. Set y'all back over here. All right. So I got an Etsy order last night. Woke up this morning, so I'm gonna get this thing made real quick. All right, so let's go to Etsy page. Show y'all. Here are my pending orders. Is this? No, these are completed. Let's go to new. All right, so I have got a Texas t-shirt. You may all go to hell and I will go to Texas. Quote from Davy Crockett. It's a pretty good seller on my page. People seem to like it. So I've got this order. Got a couple other hat orders. It's cleaned me out. Got those made. Those are embroidered hats, but it's for a different video. So let's go over to my Pro Colored program. Okay, now we have got to find it. All right, so I've got all of my designs, t-shirts that I've printed out already in here. Let's just scroll down and let's find it. All right, there we go. There we go. So I'm gonna go with the one with the one flag. So it does have an arm patch. Nope. Let's go to edit, job. Come back over to this page. Ungroup. Shrink that down just a little bit. So this design, as you see, it's all white. It's from a previous shirt. This one looks like it's for a smaller shirt. It's only about 8.5 inches. So this going on a large. I'm going to scale that up quite a bit. It's about 11 inches. Good size. Let's get that out of the way. Right there. And now on these printers, when you do not use them for a little while, you have to do head cleanings on them. It's recommended to do it every 3 days. So before I came in here and worked today, I went ahead and cleaned it. Did a couple of line tests. Let me grab that paper. So I have got my line test here. You can't really see it in the camera, but what it'll do is it'll print out lines of each color. So you want to make sure that all of your lines are good and clean and there's no breaks in them. Sometimes you're going to do multiple head cleanings and flushes to start printing out clean and clear again. Yesterday I had several shirts to make, and I have not used my machine in about 4 days, and I did not do a head cleaning like a dummy in the downtime, so I kind of paid for that yesterday. I could not get the white ink to print out, so I kept having to do head cleanings. Luckily, after about the 5th time doing a head cleaning and doing a nozzle check, I did get my white lines to show back up. Now, if you get it where your ink hardens up in your ink head, hopefully, you could take your ink head out and you could flush it, get your lines cleared, and it'll start working again. But if you let it go too long, you're going to fry your ink head and you'll have to buy a replacement, and they're extremely expensive through ProColored. So keep up with maintenance. But here we go. Let me hit rip on the top. Send this bad boy to the printer. Just sending over now. All right. While we were waiting on that to come over, I'll show you these black sheep hats. Just check that out. These are some of the first hats that I ever made whenever I started this little business, and didn't really know what I was doing. These are Richardson 115 caramel black, and people still love this hat, man. I call it the OG, one of the originals. Got me some stickers printed out on Vistaprint. It is not perfect. I use their template that they have. So it's Southern Charm, Texas made. But it did not turn out perfect. So, hey, it happens. I'm using them. I'm going to get rid of them. But anytime I get an Etsy order, I like to do a little wood cutout, and some type of theme of what they purchased from my page. In this instance, black sheep. So they're a black sheep with a black crow sitting on top of the sheep. It's not burnt all the way in, but you get the point. All right, machine is running. There we go. It is laying down that white ink. If you can see that. And once that is finished printing, we'll take it over here. So I've got my glue station right there. And pop that bad boy open. So I'll keep it in a plastic tub. There we go. I'll tell y'all where I get all of my glue and my ink. Let's see if I can find some extras. There we go. So I got through Highly Flavored to get my glue powder and my ink. I think it's a great company. The glue powder is really, really soft and fine, which helps with your DTF not feeling like plastic. You want a soft feel, and to help you stand out from the other guys. This shirt, I made for myself. Do not own rights to it. Watch out for that IP. But anyways, feels great, real soft. Same thing with the DTF film. I buy that from Highly Flavor. They have really good prices, really good product. So check them out. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate you sticking with me. I know it's a little rough sometimes. I'm new to this. Not a YouTuber, but just try to do some educational videos from an average person who's just trying to sell some hats and some t-shirts, make a little extra money for my family. I can kind of show you what I do, show you my process, but I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Like, follow, y'all stay cool.